Yeah. This is Offering Something. I am your host, Michael Bernier, always feeling so good. You know I love you for watching the show. That is for sure. If you're checking on YouTube, lean on that subscribe button. Even hit that notification bell. That's so sweet of y'all. If you're the streaming television type, you know we're out there on everything. Amazon, Fire, Apple TV, Roku, Distro, all the things on the Plymouth Rock TV channel. I love our sponsors at Riverwalk Brewing Company, Enjoy Your Life brand, and the Higher Education, Music, and Arts Festival. Oh boy, we got a hot episode in store for you today with an individual who is a visionary, an entrepreneur, a brand developer, a craft hot sauce connoisseur, a supporter of spice, the Prince of Peppers. Yeah, I said it, player.
Yeah,
and a man with a fiery tongue who is forever offering something. It is with helpings of heat that I introduce to y'all Brian Ruhlman of Craic Sauce.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta give it up. That was incredible. That was the best introduction I've definitely ever gotten. So I'm excited to be here.
Starting so high. I love it. So thanks for being here today, Brian.
It was kind of short notice, but it's like it's nice and cozy in here. I was outside, so thanks
feel
for having
good?
me.
You're comfortable? I'm providing you with a warm place.
I could get used to this. I could,
man. Craic Sauce. First, the spelling here is
Craic.
Craic. Now, what is that? What does that word mean actually? Because, you know, when you say the name to people, they're like, Craic Sauce. That's something I'm going to get addicted to, right? That's like Craic Sauce right there.
Yeah. So,
but that's not what you're saying. Yeah,
no. If you talk to an Irish person, you hear the word crack probably in the first 3 sentences that they're talking about. So it's my mom's side of the family's from Ireland, and I lived there for a number of years, and yeah, crack is an Irish word for like good fun and good times. So a night could be great crack. Like last night was great crack. Or seriously, Michael, you're great crack. You bring great energy, a lot of fun. So
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm crack, baby.
So yeah, no, I think Craic Sauce, just like I think that's a lot of our focus is like having good crack, slowing down. Having a good time, making sauce and everything. So
let's enjoy ourselves.
Hell yeah.
I can get down with that.
Sometimes things go too fast, so I think that reminder to have good crack is
right, Brian. Yeah. I love it. So where do you come from? Where were you first born into the world? Coming out of the womb,
Boston,
where were
Massachusetts.
You were in Boston, place of birth?
Place of birth.
First oxygen?
Beth Israel Hospital.
Boston, Massachusetts.
If getting technical
good clean air,
Yeah.
And then did you reside right in the city of Boston?
No. Concord, Mass.
Concord?
Yeah.
What's that community like? I don't know much about Concord, Massachusetts.
It shot her around the world. Revolutionary War. May Alcott, Emerson, Thoreau. So that was definitely in Concord, like that history and beautiful area. Like I've grew up swimming in ponds at Walden Pond, White's Pond, Great Meadows. It's just a beautiful
big part
landscape.
Of history there.
I really loved the area and the people around me. So I've had like best friends literally from
side yard sports.
Third grade or 3 years old. Some of those people have been my best friends throughout.
What is this, like middle class, upper middle class, high class?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's
wealthy?
Wealthy.
It's a wealthy area.
Definitely from different, not everybody. There's definitely a lot of, but very fortunate backgrounds for sure. Like good school.
Big houses.
Nice
yards.
Definitely. And so, I have a lot of good friends and good memories.
And then so you started there in Concord, Massachusetts. At some point, you're like, I'm going to spend a number of years in Ireland. What number was this number of years?
So it was originally 6 months.
Okay, I'm going to Ireland for 6 months.
For I was at UMass Amherst, so I went to University College Dublin for a semester. And so I was rolling with the crew team at UCD.
You say rowing? Like actually, not rolling, rowing. You were rowing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, I did that at UMass, and then also did it in Ireland, and then did it. I've been.
You have a muscular back now? Is your back fitter than most?
My back, it's like I'm carrying so much. I wish I'd been rowing more, but I've been carrying it. So like, I need to be stretching more. Talking about being yeah. So I got the leg movement and the back movement, but.
So you partook in the educational system. You went to college, UMass Amherst, sometime at University of Dublin. Is that what you said it was called?
Yeah, University College Dublin.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you studying at this point?
Business and sport management. So
management.
I was like, I wanted to be like Theo Epstein, like the general manager of the Celtics. Or not the Celtics, of the Red, or whatever.
Whatever it was.
Celtics or Red Sox.
That was the goal.
It's just like be in sports. So I studied like sports business at UMass.
You watch a lot of sports, taking notes while you're watching TV?
Listening to the Red Sox was like, that was my nights growing up. Yeah, I love it. And then I love the Celtics.
Was it wild, like they're watching some Sunday football when you fell in love with hot sauce? Is that how it really originated?
The hot sauce
the
evolution?
Love for hot sauce.
That is a long story.
Give me the long story. How did you?
Yeah, I was just say this is gonna be a longer format. So
hey,
I mean, I like first memories of really liking hot sauce was like green Tabasco on spaghetti and meatballs.
And
That
this
was
just
like
a young Brian.
Probably 10, 12 years old. And my dad would always do that too. And I was just like, just like the tanginess against kind of the red sauce. And just like, I like fucking loved it. Just like always wanted more of that green Tabasco.
Tabasco, that was the
was
jam.
like in the back of my head. And then my dad's had a Epic Garden for as long as I can remember. And
what makes a garden epic, Brian?
Variety. A lot of like just variety and being able to like say, hey, I want to make a sandwich and I want to pull some things from the garden, or like we're gonna have a salad tonight, or we're gonna be grilling stuff.
Some tomatoes and onions, some lettuce. We need some kale.
Yeah, but it's cool with the different seasons. Like every it's never boring because it's something else is in the season.
Best, yeah.
So yeah, it was epic in that way. It's just like, okay, we're gonna have kind of a meal mostly from the garden and everything. Yep. So he was growing habanero and ghost peppers, and they were coming in the month before I was about to move. So I was after college. I was working with the Celtics for a bit, selling season tickets.
Semi-executed this working for the Celtics.
Yeah, I was working for the Celtics. That was a fun job. Yeah. But my first day there was they traded Paul Pierce and KG and Doc Rivers. So my job was like with 15 other like recent college grads is like call anybody that's been to a Celtics game in the past 3 years and like get them into a ticket package. So I like loved it was 100 calls a day literally, but it was like I loved like talking about the future of the Celtics because like it's like come on, like
look at this.
Yeah, like Rafe LaFrance is not the franchise center that Kevin Garnett is, but like he's a piece when we got like all these draft picks. Yeah. I'm getting like upset about the Celtics and where we are right now. But back to so I had a month off before I was about to move to Ireland and ate a habanero and ghost pepper, which would have been right on cue for us to do if I brought this peppers.
Yep.
But I made this pumpkin hot sauce that is pretty much the golden pumpkin now. And I was like, whoa, this is like something totally different and new. And the company that I was working for is called HubSpot. And they were like, you have to start a website just to use the software. You set up some emails, write some blog content. And the website crafthotsauce.com, the domain was like available. So I like picked that up and I was like, I'm going to blog about hot sauce because I just made some recipes. But I was like, I can't blog about it because I don't know about it besides like those 5 batches.
So I like hot sauce.
Exactly. Yeah, I had a couple of those, like why hot sauce is the best. Yeah. But I picked up the phone and called like a few hot sauce makers, one in Berlin, one in Venezuela, and I was just kind of like hooked from their story and their connection to hot sauce and cooking. So it's kind of like that drew me in, and I continued to write a monthly newsletter with new blog posts and maker stories, and start a podcast. So whenever I would like travel to a new city, I would interview a hot sauce maker in person. And so that was just like, that's what I've been doing since 2014.
You found yourself inspired by the world of hot sauce.
Yeah.
The industry.
And it's the people and the brains and the culture and the cooking behind it, and also learning from that. So that's what's like energized me and kind of grew my interest for doing my own thing.
So then let's fast forward to you're now the owner of Craic Sauce, authentic craft-made hot sauce inspired in Ireland and made in Lowell, Massachusetts. True.
Yeah.
It's just you. No one else is involved in this.
Oh my God.
No.
No,
it's not just you.
It's been a lot of people since 2017. Yeah. And a lot more people than are on payroll now, with really like my family, my parents, my mom, my dad,
the real
my
supporters that are out there.
They're all
grinding and not getting a paycheck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They do a ton, and I couldn't do it without them. So yeah, it's definitely a family business. Like it's kind of funny how my family, none of us, entrepreneurship was none of a thing for all of us. And now in some ways we're all kind of entrepreneurs with Craic Sauce, but they're also their own things. Like my dad is teaching woodworking on my own, and my mom makes these incredible floor cloths. And this is all kind of recent, so it's kind of been
like a snowball effect.
Yeah.
When did Craic Sauce open? You're saying, what was that year? 2017?
Our first cook was December.
First cook? Is that what we call it? A cook?
Yeah.
First cook. When was that first cook?
I think it was like early December 2017.
Okay, it's early December 2017. And what products are you producing?
So then it was the Golden Pumpkin.
The Golden Pumpkin hot sauce.
Yes, that was the one that I kind of stumbled upon.
Okay.
Growing Hobbs and Ghost Peppers, and then
that's the one.
40 Shades of Green Chili was the second one,
and that was like your version of the Tabasco jam.
Totally.
I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about first I want to know the production process, and then like ultimately like how do you get the raw materials? How do those turn into the sauce? How does it get into the bottle? How does it then get into the hands of the consumer? First thing, like where are you sourcing these peppers? What else is involved? What are the materials you need?
I'm like gonna rapid fire this.
Go ahead.
And just like
what are the materials?
It on people quickly.
Yeah.
All right. Materials, we have 12 different peppers.
Yep.
We have probably 25 other different ingredients like onions, garlic, galangal, carrots. I call those the guts.
Okay. The guts. All things that we're familiar with. No funny businesses. They're not cutting up pills and putting those in there.
We are not.
Okay.
I can assure that. And then we got the peppers.
That's good to hear.
And so we got 3,500 pounds of peppers from 100% Massachusetts farmers. Nothing against New Hampshire or Rhode Island. It just
I love it up. But you're in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody understands this.
And so we source and coordinate with a bunch of farmers all the time. It's a lot of logistics. And we do that because we have to do all that. If we're going to source truly local, we have to do that from August to the first frost, which was late this year. So this was like it's a 3-month process. We get all our peppers for the next 12 to 14 months.
Okay.
And so 2 of our hot sauces, the first 2 that I did, the 40 Shades and Golden Pumpkin, those are cooked fresh. So we kind of saute the peppers, the onions.
Where is this happening? Where are the peppers delivered to?
Thank you.
Is there
peppers
a kitchen?
Yes, we have a commercial kitchen in Lowell.
In Lowell, Massachusetts,
which is
you
great,
have a commercial kitchen.
Which is great because I usually forget something, and so I can just go back to my house 5 minutes away and get it.
Great.
Yeah, that's a saver. But yeah, so we cook at a commercial kitchen. We're in there usually last year was 1 day a week. Now it's like 2 days a week.
Yep.
We got Michaela and Andrea on the Craic crew, and then we got a couple more joining us starting next week.
Yeah.
So we either like saute the ingredients. We add the liquid, which can be something from vinegar to apple cider to lime juice. So we add kind of the liquid in there.
Is vinegar always there? Is that a constant? Like, as much as there's peppers, there's vinegar involved?
Yeah,
core ingredients of hot sauce in my mind? And a little salt?
I thought it was 100% after like I went through a ton of stuff, but I found one last week.
Yes.
Vatsana hot sauce out of Houston. They do like a seafood sauce, so it's fish sauce and lime sauce, no vinegar.
How's that working out? You taste it?
I regretfully haven't tasted it, but it's meant for seafood, so I didn't want to like not do it justice and have it on seafood. But
so we get the stuff, we cook it up. Now you have the product. How does it actually then get into what's it? Is it? It's in a vat at this point. You have a huge tub of hot sauce.
We got a BAP.
A BAP. There's a BAP.
A big ass pot.
There it is.
Yeah.
I love this. So you take the BAP and then you're just like pouring it over like all these little mini holes.
Pretty much.
Is that what's going on?
We got a ladle.
Yeah.
And then we put
it's a small hole you're working with there to get into the top of the bottle, correct?
Man, you're about to hear the best $40 you can ever spend. A confectioner's funnel. So it's meant for like sugar. Like I guess that's a lot of sugar you'd be putting down. So it's like I'm really doing this action with my thumb, but
it's like you're playing Atari
your thumb
over there.
Controls the funnel, and so you put it like you can put like 32 ounces of hot sauce from the BAP over the bottles, and you just press with your thumb, and then it just fills the bottles.
That's it.
Just gravity.
What were you doing before that?
With the
how
funnel?
were you getting it in before you had the thumb funnel?
So from ladle to kind of a container, like a food safe container that we put it in, and then pour it into the funnel. So it's a 2 to 3 person operation.
Right on. Okay, so now it's in the bottles. The caps go on.
Yep.
And the little plastic thing ends up on there somehow. How's this happen?
So normally it's through a heat tunnel.
Yeah.
That's been broken for a few months.
So is there just a hairdryer involved in the operation at this point?
It's the best mother in the world.
Okay.
That is helping shrink band the tops.
Wow.
So yeah,
he said family business. You heard it correct.
Yeah.
Crack vibes right there, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Your mom got that crack feeling about her.
Mm-hmm. She does. I mean,
does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It does. Yeah, I think once you're over there and have like experience, like, I mean, you can even experience it here, and it just not that you don't have that same definition towards it, but like having great crack in Ireland, it could be so spontaneous, and it just those weird connections and funny things that happen with people that it just that definitely happens a lot.
I love it. So now it's in the bottle. Your mom has used the hairdryer to seal it up tight and nice.
Yeah.
And how does it go from the Craic crew headquarters to the hands of the consumer and then onto their food and where we want it to end up in their mouth?
Yeah.
You sell a product that you want to end up in people's mouths. So how does it get from
that is the whole
bottle
plan
to the mouth?
Is get to the mouth.
Yeah.
We did, I think it was like 110 events from May to the end of October. Farmers markets,
110 events out in the world.
Out in
tent, table,
495 stretch. Tent, couple tables,
hustle
samples. Yeah. So we did like 15 or 16 farmers markets. We had 4 college interns that their job was own a farmer's market that they would manage themselves, and then some would do design, other ones would do marketing, other ones would do other stuff, but everybody would cook with us too. So like that was helpful, that it was like a big crew that was helping me, and I was learning a lot around like scaling and managing and everything. So yeah, we were doing a lot of farmers markets. We're in about like 40 stores now too. So we're looking to, like, where we do farmers markets, we get customers that are interested, and they always say, "Oh, you should go to these stores." So we're
pursue
getting the footprint out there.
Okay. A lot of people might not consider this, but as I understand, there are certain health benefits that come along with eating hot sauce. Are we in agreement?
I would say.
And could you state some of those positive benefits, health benefits?
Yeah, I think with hot sauce, you got to watch out. There's definitely some bad things that you got to watch for.
You're gonna go right for the bad things. There's no good things associated with hot sauce.
I mean, let's start.
Okay, we're gonna start from the bottom. Bottom up. Here we go.
The bad slivers, the stuff you want to trim. Stuff that has like 8% of your sodium in one like serving, which is like 4 drops.
Gotcha.
I don't like, if you really need a lot of salt,
which is ultimately
go for
too
it.
much salt, you're saying.
Yeah, it's not healthy, not a lot.
Now, some of the very mainstream brands have this type of content in them?
Yeah.
It's not good, is it?
I mean, it's like something like I always have that memory of like finally when I actually liked buffalo wings and it was Frank Red Hot, and like I love the connection with all these hot sauces. Yeah. But I feel like I'm on to bigger and better things.
I see. With Kraft's hot sauce connoisseur. Come on, God. So, do you use hot sauce every day? Every day.
Yeah.
Every meal.
No. Like sometimes there's like occasionally I'm like too lazy. It's usually that if I
sometimes get back up to go get it from the fridge.
Exactly, and I just like sometimes it doesn't have to be everything, but it's usually being lazy.
Percentage of your personal hot sauce application is from a bottle of Craic Sauce versus another product?
60%.
60% Craic sauce, 40% other.
Yeah.
I like your style with this here. So, with this in mind, are there other brands that you're comfortable to say that you love in the world of hot sauce?
Yeah.
Of course there are. Good people unite. So what is good hot sauce people?
I was like floored.
Who floored you, Brian?
Silk City Hot Sauce.
Silk City?
Yeah. They're in southern Vermont.
Okay.
But they were at the Turner Falls
I'm not hip to
Pumpkin
Silk
Festival. And we like, it's like kind of like we had that same spirit animal for hot sauce, and I was just like, whoa, these are like, like it's just like, I know what you did with that hot sauce, and that's incredible, and it. So Silk City, those hot sauces blew me away, which I haven't had happen in a while.
Are you saying, sorry to interject here on the hot sauces you love segment of the show, but are you saying you loved theirs the most because it tastes the most like yours?
Well, no. Well, maybe
or is
in
more
some
so
ways,
what your palate wants and likes?
So I think we have similarities in how we cook hot sauces, but they were different like angles off them. So
if they were side by side, I would be able to tell that these are not the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I wish we could have those for a taste test here, but
Silk City.
They have one called Slurp, which they do it with peaches, and these are all like peaches that are local in Vermont. So they just it's like how many peaches I can get. All right, this is how many bottles I'm making. Peaches and habanero and honey and like garlic and carrots and ginger. So I do a lot of the garlic, carrots, ginger, onion base with pretty much most of my sauces. And so he does that too, but he had another one with like Carolina Reaper and cherry. There was like one that I don't normally like. Oh, it's a chipotle sauce. But yeah, no, I tasted all of their stuff and was super impressed.
You ever get into this one chip challenge thing?
No.
See
I just know
on?
like there is the one chip challenge. I've actually
seen people doing it. You haven't witnessed this.
It's just like
Is that not your thing? You're not all in this to be like I can eat hot stuff.
like I feel like I got into watching the hot sauce reaction videos in like 2014 and 15 that by the time
You're
like the
over
one
it.
yeah, I'm just like, yeah, this person's super hot. So I what I do is I love watching hot ones because I just love those reactions. So I watch hot ones.
It breaks
obviously.
down barriers when you're just like wrecked on heat.
But the other ones,
Man.
I'd go to hot sauce festivals and they're just ripping Carolina Reapers and other things. And that one's fun to watch live because like they got the engagement from the crowd coming up.
Yep.
And it's just like, I remember when I was in Portland, Oregon, seeing this one woman. She was a tiny, she was probably 4'10", 100 pounds. And she was just, they were doing the Carolina Reaper Guinness Book of World Record contest, and she was just ripping like Reapers, so hottest peppers in the world, and they're like, oh my gosh, she's gonna break the record, and the guy is Greg Foster. Actually, I interviewed him on my podcast how he like broke the record, and she just stopped. And she like hit a wall, and she was looking this way, and I saw like her eyes just glaze up, and just like stepped off the stage. And they're like, "Get her milk, get her like." It just like what capsaicin does to you is it's not actually burning your mouth.
You use?
Capsaicin. That's the heat element in peppers.
Yeah.
And so it's telling your mouth and your brain is telling this that this is hot. Like this is like it's giving you pain, so you should stop eating
something's wrong here.
So I had the hottest hot sauce I had at the New York City Hot Sauce Expo, and my mouth started tasting metallic. And I was telling somebody that, and they were like, "Yeah, that's because it was your brain telling you this. You're poisoning yourself with something this hot.
Don't do
like,
this.
Get it? Yeah, don't do this." So yeah, that was just kind of a
lady down. Can you actually define like your audience, the people that are purchasing? You can say they're this age, this like is that possible?
I mean,
the demographics of your consumers?
Yeah, like we did.
Go ahead and give it to me. Like, what would you say? This age to this age, male. This. What do you got?
I'd say like the average one is like young millennial, or I don't know what a young millennial is.
What's like the age? Give me an age here.
Like 30s.
30?
Late 20s to early 30s.
28 to 36.
28, 30.
Okay.
They're doing a lot of cooking at home.
Okay.
Have some disposable incomes to go to a farmer's market or go to a grocery store.
Is there a theme of fitness involved? Is it more like fit people buying hot sauce than people that are?
I'm just saying this
more
is
relaxed.
Like this is the average, except what is
That's
awesome
what
is that the reality is this.
Yeah, wow, geez, I never
so as much
thought
as I'm
that, lady.
saying like this 20, that's like with the average, but I'd say health conscious.
Yeah.
Actually, not even so much health conscious is flavor conscious. Yeah. Like life is too short not to be having
out of the box
good
thinkers,
things, and different things, and just like especially I think little things that you really like that aren't bad for you. So with that's why we cast a wide net and try to get out to a lot of places to introduce this to people, especially people I don't think they love hot sauce, because I think there's kind of a thing that's like, oh, hot sauce is like, oh, burn your mouth, like this is too hot. I've had that not in the last 20 years, but like this is food with a lot of different flavors and everything that we go for.
Let's get into retail price. What does it cost for one bottle of Craic Sauce? I catch you at the farmer's market. I'm like, yo, all right, I'll try your hot sauce, man. It looks legit. Look at that capsule sealed on there tight. Right there, right?
$8 or 3 or more for $7.
$8 or 3 or more for $7. Yep. So, and as far as the world of craft hot sauce goes at markets, your price is in line with others?
I think it's a little cheaper.
It's a little cheaper.
Yeah.
You'd say it would be normal to see a bottle of hot. What is that size that every hot sauce is?
5 ounces. We're at 5 ounces.
5 ounces.
Yeah.
So
I think 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
And I think that's fair. And everything. So.
Okay. So how do you go from there to competing with the quality? Is there are quality mainstream mass-produced brands? What are their price points? They're closer to like the $3 mark, even for like non-GMO organic hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean Trader Joe's makes a hell of a habanero hot sauce. I think it's like $2. And
get that.
Yeah, so like I don't see
Craic
Sauce. Like I don't want to I don't think I can really differentiate across a broad area. So we're always focused on staying more local.
Yep.
And so I think we can differentiate
organic growth,
and kind of knowing our community, people knowing what we're about and how we're working with other people around us. So like that's why we do a lot of farmers markets is we because
you're a human and you like to connect with humans.
Exactly. Do different things too.
Relationships are valuable.
And you learn a lot from the people that you had those interactions with, tasting and everything.
Is the business at this point, you view it as a success?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That makes you smile. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah.
I mean, it was a success from day one. I remember it was, I think it was my dad, Ryan's story, and we cooked, I think, 30 bottles of hot sauce. And I remember watching the new Star Wars opening right after that. And just like, that was just it's a Saturday, snowy winter day. Just like, it was fun. Actually, Dune reminded me of Star Wars. That I really enjoyed watching that.
Dune?
Yeah, Dune.
I don't know. Should I know what that is?
HBO. Just a little
plug,
no.
Not into it. On the topic of me not knowing anything about those shows you've mentioned, I do know that I have a gift for you, Brian.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
Goodness.
What?
Are you okay to accept a gift?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to give you a gift.
Okay. Oh, wow. And all wrapped up?
That's really what makes it a gift.
Yeah.
Not just me giving you something, is the wrapping.
This is a swag bag
let's
here.
pull it out one at a time.
Is this a
some kind of
here?
headband buff? You got it. You got it. Yeah. We know what that is.
Nice.
If you ever find yourself in a situation, they need to keep your ears warm while you're running.
Wow. Oh, this is
a delicious beer in there.
Wow, man. Sweet.
Enjoy your life gear.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. The logo on the sleeve.
Yes.
Look at the left wrist. Look at the wrist, too.
You know me. Holy shit.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank Enjoy Your Life brand. Wow, what good people. Definitely get hip. EnjoyYourLifeBrand.com. That's me giving you my music. Do you have that CD?
I actually have the Free Volt CD in my car.
Look at that.
I got
CD
like
player
I got 17-ish CDs, and that's what I just keep on going is CDs. So
yeah.
I appreciate this.
You bring some hot sauce with you? You got hot sauce in the building here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it on over. Let's go for it. Look at that. Yeah, get comfortable. Let's look at this. You have some more in your little case there that we're gonna work from.
Yeah, we got some samples.
All right, so let's get down. We'll leave this right here like that. It's so pretty. Let me look at it first. Wow, look at this packaging. It looks dope, man.
Thank you. Yeah,
this is authentic craft. Wow. That says Christmas gift all over it. Holiday gift.
Yeah. It's a hot sauce for any
Whatever
meal.
You call it. All day, especially breakfast. Don't forget about it.
We got our eco-tensils, these compostable tasting spoons.
I've seen this. It's like a piece of paper. You fold it a little bit.
Yeah.
I got down with this before.
So do you want to...
So you know my situation is I have my self-chosen dietary restrictions here. So I'll get down on the ones that got no animals or
yeah, we have
products.
honey and the 40 Shades of Green Chili. So I'll just do
Give me
a sample
whatever
for the crowd.
doesn't have honey. You do it.
I got
you. Yeah.
But
what's that there? Which one is
so
this?
This is like the 40 Shades equivalent, or the green Tabasco equivalent. We actually got 23 ingredients in there, a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables.
Why is it called 40 Shades? Why is it 40? Am I missing something? Is that a reference to something that I'm not hip to?
Yeah.
What is it? Is that a movie?
No, it's a Johnny Cash song.
There it is.
40 Shades of Green.
Okay.
Talking about kind of a love song about Ireland.
And
I
love you, Ireland.
Ireland's
and Johnny
it's got
Cash,
40 Shades of Green, and our green chili doesn't technically have 40 shades, but actually probably
like 23. You said
it's about 23 shades.
40,
and then by
close.
the time things are cooking, there's really 40 shades of green chili in the pot we're cooking.
Yeah.
So
Spectrum.
this is the golden pumpkin. I'm not leaving you out. I'm getting the ones that we have honey from.
Go for it.
And the golden pumpkin starts out sweet. We got pineapple and habanero that kind of have citrus vibes, and then we got a creeping heat that comes from ghost peppers. It's like a 6 out of 10 heat.
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 being you don't really want this. Your brain's making your mouth taste like metal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it.
I have a new 10 after that. So the ones that don't have honey are fermented.
Mm-hmm.
So we make a chili mash. So we take all the ingredients with onions and garlic, carrots, ginger, 2 types of beets,
in the
Fresno. This is a big ass immersion stick that I'm going, and it's like my biceps have cramped probably like 30 times operating this.
I can see through your sweater there. You're ripped, even through the flannel underneath it and the T-shirt underneath that.
It's just from the immersion blender.
Wow.
And that's a plug from the immersion blender. So here's our Mill City Red, kind of this like classic red style. So made this. Like I wanted to make a third sauce, something that kind of more of a classic red style. So this one was fermented.
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
It's pretty pepper forward in its flavor. A lot of cayenne pepper.
Oh yeah.
And this is the curry sauce.
I like that.
I guess that was kind of markety sales.
Oh, that's delicious. That one's almost like soup. Is that the hottest one of the 4?
Normally it's the hottest. The curry, Brian Brewer's curry. But the peppers that we were growing weren't as hot. Good. So I'd say that's more of a medium now.
That's a medium. What would you call that on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably like a 4 or 5. Nice. But sometimes you like, yeah. I need to get it back to like a 6 or something, because I could see it a 6 or 7 or even 8.
So it's so much pepper dependent, right? So it's dependent on the crop, how hot the peppers actually are. So how do you truthfully go about determining these are, like when there's Scovilles on the side of a bottle, right?
You're never going to get it. That's always.
But you get close. How do you even? You don't. It's taste it and go. That's 1,500. That's how it works.
The Scoville rank with the actual test is like you need to go to like a micro lab and do these crazy tests. And it sounds like I'm just shitting on the Scoville thing, but it's just like it's kind of, I think it's more of a guideline in how it's being used today. But for my own sake, I gotta be eating peppers a ton. Yeah. I eat a lot of peppers every day when I'm picking stuff and getting stuff, just so you can kind of like start to get a nice sense of what it's going to be like when you cook with it. So, and when throughout I'm cooking and the whole process, I'm always tasting and something. So like people ask me, it's like, oh, what do you want to have it aim at? You got to know that internally, and you got to remember that, because you got to be consistent with what you're doing.
Right.
So I'm sure my hot sauces have tasted different now than they have 3 years ago.
But you're focusing more in on what it actually is. You feel like you're getting closer to consistency.
I think we're pretty dialed in on stuff, but it takes a while to get dialed in, even on a new sauce.
I can only assume that. So since it's food, and you're giving it to people to put into their mouths, like we've stated prior to this moment, is there some kind of regulation involved? Is there an FDA? You need permits? You need licenses? What are the requirements here before you can put something into my mouth and the mouths of others?
Yeah,
Ryan.
it's kind of like
that's funny.
There wasn't a lot of resources for me to figure that out, and I remember actually I got certified and got inspections and took courses to sell to farmers markets, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sell to stores. You just got to do this certification. I've done this. You just like send a check and fill out a form, and you got your certification. It's like, no. You got to do step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that took me like a year and a half. But I was still selling at farmers markets in that time. So I put together a whole resource on our website, crafthotsauce.com, like how to get into stores and get your wholesale and register with the FDA.
Right, because things like that you think would be easily accessible, I understand, are not always. You're like, how do I just want to follow the process. I can't even figure out what the process is here. How do I sell this in the store legally?
I think it's good for good reason, and I learned a lot, and I'm like, I would not have been ready to sell and scale the way that I was without learning from this course. But I think it could be a lot presented in a more proactive way to help people. And there's a lot of organizations and programs with commercial kitchens and nonprofit communities helping small businesses with this. But it was definitely something I kind of figured out. But a lot of people, like in the farmers market network, they're super helpful. Somebody has done it.
Yeah.
And they're always super
like, oh, bro,
eager to help
this.
you.
Try these people here.
Totally.
Yeah. When you're not mashing up peppers and focused on furthering your successful business efforts, what do you do? What do you do with your free time?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to think, if it's like I didn't have to do anything tomorrow, what would I do?
Yeah, what would you do?
Tomorrow's supposed to be 68 degrees, so
I've heard this.
I would hit the Bruce Freeman Trail, do some biking.
Kind of bike you hopping on there?
I got a La Pierre.
Okay.
I got this in Ireland. They have
set like a mountain bike?
I think it's a French bike. So in Ireland, you could like...
You went to Ireland to get a French bike?
Hell yeah. The bike to work scheme. That you could get a tax-free bike in Ireland on payment plans. So I got like a nice road bike because I was biking a lot in Ireland, and I brought it back with me. So I divulged though. But Bruce, I like to get active every day with running or rowing or biking or walking or hiking.
Those are the things. You'd wake up, you go for a bike ride, you take a little walk while you had your snack, your buddy would pick you up, you'd go rowing, and you get dropped back off.
Might as well even go fishing at that point.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like, my spirit animal is like a dog, in that I like to be active and outside.
And having a good time.
But yeah, chilling.
You ever sit there and as you're dwelling upon your situation in this life and the individual that you are, and you're like, hey, Joe's hot sauce. I'm the hot sauce guy.
I'm the
That's
Prince
it.
of Peppers.
And I feel good about it. Yeah, I'm the Prince of Peppers. And this is interesting, but it feels right. You dwell on it, or you're not a self-reflecting individual?
I definitely dwell on it, but it's always like just the mind-blowingness of it. that it's just like it's
pumping
pretty,
pounds of peppers.
I mean,
player.
it's not that. It's just the there's always something, and it's always moving and changing, and you're really in it with other people, and so it's it's addicting, but it's also I think the best thing is just like the learning and the interactions and the people that you get, like with doing this. Like if I wasn't doing, like, it's just like every single day there's like 10 things. There's probably 30 things that are just like, what the hell?
You
like
could be doing.
I'm trying to get galangal, which is like it's kind of a South Asian root that we use in
galangal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a hell of a ride
to get
trying
galangal.
to get galangal the last couple days.
But
and it's just like
you've executed.
I hope so.
Oh,
but like
hope.
that's
hope.
Those are the surprises for tomorrow.
You're in Lowell, Massachusetts. Does the city of Lowell have your back in the sense that you go into a restaurant, they're definitely going to have Craic Sauce. If you go into the bodega, to a corner store, they're going to have Craic Sauce on the shelf. Not only on the shelf, but in the section where you see it real quick when you look at it. Does Lowell have you like that?
Hell yeah.
Who are some of the restaurants that are giving you love in Lowell?
The OG.
Who's the OG?
Gormley's.
Gormley's.
And
holding it down for you.
Yeah, so diner that's been, I think it's been in since going operation since the 50s. They're actually just moving locations. They're going to open up soon. They got an awesome, amazing, like I've been missing just being lazy, and it's like I'm just going to go get a breakfast sandwich, sit at the diner, have a nice cup of coffee, and chat with Joanne, and like it's just got that vibe that I can't wait. And so they were the first ones. They're like, hey, yeah, like you're Lowell, like we're gonna sell your hot sauce.
We love you. You're a human right here.
Well, Joanne, when people ask for hot sauce all the time, they're like, yeah, we got Frank's, we got Tabasco, we got Cholula. But we got this hot sauce that is made right down the street. Yeah. We got the golden pumpkin that has roasted pumpkin and pineapple.
Like, whatever. Made right here.
They do the best pitch, and then Navigation Brewery.
Yeah.
They sell more.
Cool.
They sell more Craic Sauce than anyone else.
They're the best. Good people. I remember them. Done some work with them in the past. Yeah.
Seriously, like I've seen so many people, but I mean, especially Navigation. They bring in new businesses, trying to get people out, get them into the network, and like it's crazy the connections and work that I've paid for other people to do with Joby Mac Studios, with doing laser cutting and other projects in the studio. It's just that there's a cool network in Lowell, but
Mill City, right? Is that it?
Yeah.
So, excuse me. What about cobblestones? They don't have your hot sauce in there?
I think that's got to go number one on my my priority list. Head over there. Yeah, this
Scott
is where
Plath, look, buddy.
we got a UMass grad too.
Scott. Brian's my homie. You definitely got to get the hot sauce in there. I'm setting up the conversation. I'm going to tie you into a text message.
That's on me. I love going to Cobblestones, Moonstones, but that's on me for not making
Scott,
that
you're the community
first.
king, buddy. You know I love you. You enjoy your life. I'm connecting y'all on a text message, putting you in the situation. I hope that you end up with the Craic Sauce at all your spots. Cobblestones, Moonstones, Stone Socials. Yeah. I know what's going on. Yep, let's call him out like that. So you recently went to some sort of like the Super Bowl of hot sauce convention, expo. What's that all about? You're all geeked out on these types of things, right?
Oh yeah.
That's like
I'm a conference. I'm a Comic-Con guy. No, I'm not.
Okay,
but
it's like that kind of vibe. What is it? What was the one that you just went to?
Yeah, New York City Hot Sauce Expo.
Where does that happen? How big is this space?
Brooklyn. I think it's like the Brooklyn Convention Center, Expo Center. It's like big. It's not like what's the one in Boston, like it's not
Expo
one of the,
Center. I think it's not the Bayside.
It's solid big. So there's like 50 hot sauce companies there. and just like.
Did you try
tons of
50 hot
sampling.
sauces?
I did the first year that I went in 2016, and I got just a pit in my stomach.
You learned something.
I learned something.
You learn.
You gotta have like 20 hot sauces, but I definitely like to try to get a little lit up with like some hot stuff, and just because like some of the hot, it's like
that
people are making really
good
good hot sauce there,
Yeah.
and so it's a good opportunity to like just see what other people are doing and just think like Charman brand has this new hot sauce that has they're called Charman brand. They're out of Ojai, California.
Yeah.
They do fire roasted hot sauces.
I'm still trying to lock in Silk City because I'm gonna order something from them. And in my little message, I'm gonna write, Brian from Craic Sauce told me y'all had the real.
Charman brand, they do some like fire roasted kind of Southern California style sauces that are incredible, but they had one that had scorpion pepper, which is super hot, but what they did pair with strawberry, just like, so I usually get lit up on like some of the best new super hot stuff.
Can you explain the actual feeling of being lit up on some hot stuff?
So you get the spoon, you go boom, and then it's like your mouth is just like kind of like, whoa, it's kind of like a little numb and floury, and then it just like, you get pins and needles, you might start sweating, and then you kind of like, if you're 5-10 minutes later, your mouth is like you're still like really hot, and then you start kind of going numb, and then you're kind of like a little kooky, unfiltered,
hallucinating a little bit, right? You say that there's a heightened sense of existence.
I hallucinated once, like over eating the hottest pizza in the world at this expo center. So
why did you want to be that guy?
I thought I was eating one slice of pizza. You had to eat the whole entire pizza, and I had lunch right before that. So I was just trying to put on. I knew I couldn't win.
Hottest pizza in the world. Is this true?
Yeah, we got it on tape from 20. I was
on tape, kid.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube. Yeah.
All right. So. Oh wow. Is there such a thing as this is a question for me, but is there such a thing as like a hot sauce bar? Do these exist? I can go.
Yeah.
Like, is that like a thing?
Yeah.
There's
not like
hot sauce bar.
Yeah.
Go try hot sauces. Like go try ice cream.
In Brooklyn, like they've made a huge business out of it.
Get like crackers and hot sauce, or is how it works?
Yeah. Funny thing is,
is there one? I want to. This is what I want. That's why I'm asking. I wish that this
is what I want.
Can you do that so I can go? I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna do that. You're the hot sauce guy.
We'll have to. I'll have to invite you there.
Please do. Are you really considering this hot sauce bar?
Yep.
I feel like people would be into it. Hot sauce bar, craft beer. That would be the ultimate.
The crafthotsauce.com, that podcast, that newsletter. When I moved back, we started. People were mailing me hot sauce. They're like, "Can I get your reviews? Can I get your reviews?"
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like a review personality and have to taste 50 different hot sauces.
Yeah,
that just wasn't me. But I like to introduce other people into different hot sauces.
Yeah.
So we sell about 50 different brands of hot sauces online.
On crafthotsauce.com.
Yeah.
I like saying craft hot sauce. That's kind of fun for me. Yeah.
But it's like, I would love to bring you into our like area where you can see the hot sauces and be like, Michael, what's on the plate this week? What are you feeling?
I want to do this.
Interested? And then
Maybe
I can tell you about
like,
all the different hot sauce makers and their back, like, because everybody that's on our site has done a podcast with us or shared their kind of background. So I think it's a good opportunity for us to like bring the hot sauce community and stories together.
Beautiful.
With that.
I respect it. Like, it's an actual community, real humans connecting with each other.
I mean, I compare it to baseball cards. Yeah. Like, and I remember growing up, like you
got your Tops, your Flair,
exactly.
Don Russ.
you just drinking sauce instead. Same sort of thing.
Oh, I love it. Roger Clemens, rookie. Yeah. It's
couple reasons I asked you to come here today, Brian. First reason is the following. It's really magnificent. It's inspirational. It's all the positive adjectives that I could ever use to watch somebody have an idea that forms in their mind based around something they're passionate about, and then they take that idea and they actually, instead of dismissing it as a joke or this can't be a reality, and hearing the naysayers like, bro, sell hot sauce, get a grip, go get a job. Instead of hearing anything, you follow your passion and you actually create a reality of a business based around your idea that produces financially, that brings joy, that does all the things. You took your idea, you followed your dream in this situation and made it real. Dude, come on, bro.
Thank you, man.
Don't forget about that being ultimately the most incredible thing that anyone can do with their life, because we watch most humans, it's more than 9 out of 10, but I'll say 9 out of 10 people that we know, they don't actually, and I'm not saying you need to be an entrepreneur. That's not what I'm trying to say here. We're watching 9 out of 10 people do things they're not into at all just to earn an income and like create a rationale as to why they do that. So to see somebody doing something they love is wonderful. That's the first reason. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, it's like not everybody has the ability and position to do it. And everybody has different motivations in doing it. And so
everybody has the ability to do something they enjoy with their time, though. I'm not saying start a business and all the complexities that are associated with it. It's not just selling hot sauce. That's not. If it was just selling hot sauce, but it's building a brand, it's the development associated with that, it's managing a business, it's getting people to purchase it and purchase it so much that it allows for the business to continue to exist. That's not for everybody. But what is for everybody, I know I'm rebutting you here, is if you do something you don't like, don't do it again. That's what I'm asking of humans in this world. Don't do things you don't like over and over again. Change it and forget about excuses and why you're in this position. Yes, there might have been circumstances that put you somewhere, but you got to own your scene. You're in your situation because you have decided to be there or accepted being there. That's my stance on it.
Yeah.
All right.
I always throw in a little bit of luck there too, because
luck, luck comes with having that crack vibe, though. Right?
That's true.
Yeah. And so the second reason, as I run off on a tangent off track here, the second reason is in life, so much happens inside our own mind. Right? We operate in here and present it out here to other people. We interpret what's out there, but the interpretation, everything's in here. In here, we decide what our outward actions are. How am I going to behave as a human? What am I going to do? And with that freedom to do whatever you so choose with your actions, with your words, and your behavior, you choose to be a good person. That's a choice you've made. You choose to be nice to people. I've met you 2 times, I believe, before today. We've never spoken at length ever. It's passing, and it's been really kind. And I look at you in your eyes, and I'm like, all right, that dude, in my sense, gets it. He gets it. Everything is okay. That's all. He understands that. So, and then when we communicate, you're nice to me. You're not just like neutral zone. It's I walk away and I have those thoughts. Oh, yeah, that's a good dude right there. That's a good guy.
Thank you, man.
And then in our interactions today, all reinforced. So I think the second thing here, again, not that I think I know, the second reason I've asked you to be here is you could be offering anything you want to the world. Negativity, a a complaint. So I'm in this, it's so bad, dude. It didn't work out. But instead of doing this, you're offering something positive to the world. You're a good person, and that is valuable. I love you for it. That's a choice you've made. Good job.
You, Thank you.
That's it. Those are my 2 reasons. And the self-centered thing behind all of this is that I think, and I say this all the time, and all my viewers know this, they know what I'm about to say, is that it's so valuable to give compliments. Tell people what you're thinking. I could just look at you. We could have a nice conversation. You could assume that I respect what you're up to. I could assume that you think I'm a good person, but why not say it? Something happens with age, man. You get older and you stop saying it. Like when you're little kids in school, you're like, love your shirt, Tommy, and keep running, you know? But we get older and it's not like that. Yeah. So I'm trying to make sure compliments are being stated and said confidently, adult to adult. I'm going to tell you, I'm proud of you.
It's contagious, man.
Why wouldn't we do this?
Passing on that, saying hello, smiles, it's contagious, and it can just build some patterns that sometimes can take you out of what you had your head down
I can't
on.
see any downside to it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about genuine compliments, though. So I'm not like telling you false things here. You know, that would be different. Maybe I'd sleep funny. Maybe it would be a negative impact. I'm not giving compliments for compliments' sake. I'm giving compliments that are genuine. These are thoughts I've had that I'm expressing to you. Yeah, confidence is king in this world.
I think that's some of the best gifts you can give, I'm all for it.
Give you your roses. Make sure you smell them. How about this? I know you're a fun guy. We'll play a game. Like games?
This one seems a little more. Should I say yes or no to this one? But no,
it's gonna be good. This game right here is called Fast, Fun, and Not So Smart. It's fast because I'm gonna make it seem like it's going fast. I'm gonna talk fast. I'm gonna clap my hands. It's fun because why wouldn't we have fun? This is an option. Let's pursue that one. It's not so smart because we're not spending too much time thinking about the answers. We're not concerned if we say something silly.
I thought you were gonna be giving me like trivia or something. So. All right,
it's nothing but feel-good time. This is Fast, Fun, and Not So Smart with Brian Ruhlman of Craic Sauce. Favorite sitcom?
Simpsons.
The Simpsons, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Kale salad or roast beef sub?
Roast beef sub.
Look at you now. On a scale of 1 to 10, rank Frank's Red Hot Sauce.
5.
5, right in the middle. It's all right. It's nothing too nice. If you had to eliminate one state in the United States of America, what state would it be?
Tennessee. No offense. That's just the first thing that came to my head.
That's it's going to be the demise of the entire career that once lied before you. Best restaurant in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Photo Lot. Again, just came to my head. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
What's the plate you get there?
I usually get some pho and some noodles and just I always try to get 3 new things that I've never had before.
There it is. The spices of life like this. Surfing or snowboarding, Brian?
Surfing.
Look at you. You get out there, you ripped, crushing it?
I did for about 3 hours. That was the COVID shutdown. I was in Costa Rica.
Wow. What kind of car do you drive? Why would I ask that question?
2004 Toyota Sienna.
Look at this.
Love the Toyota
confidently.
Sienna.
Woo! Why? Do you actually want world peace?
Yes.
You do.
I said that genuinely.
You did genuinely. Oh yeah. Why not me? Oh, that's genuine. All right. And are you happy that you came here today?
Hell yeah.
Look at this.
Leaving a lot more energized than I left, and yeah, I was outside for 6 hours selling hot sauce, and it's nice and toasty in here, and getting to reflect on kind of a crazy period. So
yeah, man.
Super glad to have had you, and
thank you for being here. Let's do these things that we should do. Humans want to connect on the social media non-human platform. How do they do that? What's the things? What's the Instagram? How's it work?
Yeah, I was actually just thinking coming up here, I was like, what if I tried to not do social media in like a year or two. So we've been doing this newsletter and podcast and write on a lot of reflections on our website, which is crafthotsauce.com, and Craic Sauce. Our podcast is Craft Hot Sauce Podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're also on social, and I usually do Instagram a lot. Like every day we're cooking, we're doing other stuff at setting up. So we're pretty active on Instagram.
Crafthotsauce.com.
Crafthotsauce.com for the newsletter. And
what's so you're saying now you're eliminating social media?
No, I was thinking about that coming up. I was like, what would I get?
What would happen if you did this?
Yeah, because then I would just wouldn't have to worry about posting, and I just don't personally like it, and I find I have to I'm just on Facebook and Instagram all the time because I'm posting and stuff, but.
All the thoughts associated with putting up a post. What do I write?
I was pissed off this morning because I just did a 25-minute post. It wasn't a big deal, but I was I took 25 minutes to do a post and I got deleted because something was mistagged and I just lost it. I was no big deal.
So we're not going to reveal to the world what the Instagram handle is? Is that what we're saying here?
Craic Sauce, CRAICSAUCE. So I have two businesses, two handles.
Craic Sauce is the other one. Craft Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Don't quit social media just yet.
No,
give it a couple weeks.
I'd give it a
Yeah. Let these people check it out.
Yeah.
And you can shut it down. No. Leave it rolling. Oh, I feel great. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Did we miss anything? Anything I should have talked about, asked about, overlooked in the world of Craic Sauce, Craft Hot Sauce, Brian Ruhlman, Ireland, Concord, Massachusetts, Lowell, Mass?
No.
Commercial kitchen.
Yeah. I mean, we'll continue our conversation, and we can. We could even have you hop on. We could do something with.
I'll see you again.
We always look for music. Yeah, we'll get some of your music on our podcast, but we'll continue the conversation. And
I want to be somewhere eating the hot sauce as I see it go down its little assembly line and then into my mouth.
Hey, if you want to help us out for a cook, we got open shift Friday and Monday.
Well, maybe not. I appreciate you being here today, Brian. Once again, everybody, definitely check out Craic Sauce. That's CRAIC Sauce. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man.
All right, let's move it on. Yes, I love you. Oh, I got to say, all the things. A lot of love to our sponsor at Enjoy Your Life brand. Definitely get hip with them. EnjoyYourLifeBrand.com. Go ahead, go for it. Riverwalk Brewing Company, delicious, delicious beer, and the Higher Education Music and Arts Festival, Lebanon, Maine. Always that good music. This is offering something. Do all the things. Click subscribe, whatever it is. I love you. Brian loves you. Enjoy everything you do. We'll see you out there. It's a good life. Live it up, player. Yeah, why?